Hope everything all right with you guys. Let me share my view. Let me just pull over me and do that video. Besides, say, I'll share some of my beautiful view with you guys. Guys, good afternoon, you guys doing? This video is I'm doing this video on behalf of all the victims, the rape victims in Jamaica. Anybody who've been exploited. Anybody who have been exploited in my country. You understand me? So I decided to pull over and have a good conversation because I believe that the sexual registry list in Jamaica should be made public. And I'm going to tell you why it should be public. So that we can know where all these predators live and make our students, the kids, our kids are more safer. So I'm going to read something for you guys. Now read this story. I'm going to read this little story for you guys. Right? I'm going to read what's going on in Jamaica. And I touched a piece on it this morning. And I know I never really expound on it, get deeper into the meat of the matter. So let me touch a little piece. Arakabesa St. Mary, the administrators of Arakabesa High School have confirmed that they are conducting an investigation into an alleged sex crime committed against a female student about 4 o'clock on Monday afternoon while classes were in session. Let's talk about them girls where I go to school and them long dress now. We want the girls to go to school and them long gown, right? The dress must touch the ground. Let's see how effective these things are, right? A source close to the student family told the Jamaica Observer that based on her account, a male attired in khaki uniform held a pair of scissors at her neck, coerced her into a smelly substance, a substance that rendered her unconscious, dragged her into a bathroom for females, raped her and left her for dead on the floor. It is said that the student had cried for help, but no one showed up. Another student eventually went to use the bathroom and reportedly raised an alarm after seeing the girl naked on the floor. The victim was taken to Port Maria Hospital. Photos seen by the Observer show bruises on the child's left hand and left thigh. She is now at home recuperating, but is said to be traumatized and reluctant to return to the school. A representative of her family met on Tuesday with the school's administrators, including Principal Donovan Thomas. We had an unfortunate situation, but the matter is an active investigation and there is no much that I can say at this time, Thomas told the Observer. He further stated that since the alleged incident, security has been increased at the school. Since then, we have increased the level of security. We also always have an active level of security on the compound. We have a main gate and there is a security post, Thomas confirmed. So how come that look up in here and get raped? So people on the line, we have a friend named Debbie on the line, and she's gonna come in and give her 1-2. And we're also pressuring the sexual predator list in Jamaica. We want that to be public. So Debbie, you there? Hello?
Hello?
You there? Yeah, man.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yes, I can hear you.
Talk to me. We think about this.
Listen,
We talk about this. Go ahead. Mm.
I got to tell you, I am so angry and mad and pissed and every ugly thought I can have, I'm having. First of all, couldn't have been none of mine. I don't condone violence, but whoever did this to this child, they would have been a ghost. Nobody would know what happened to them. All them know, so them don't see them again. How in God's name You're supposed to have security on campus, and no security was there to protect this child. The child screaming out for help
Yep.
and all kinds of, you know, and nobody come to help.
Nobody.
And
Nobody.
they want to hear from Miss Baldhead with a box cover. Me don't see no report, no nothing, no video, no print, nothing where she come out, come on behalf of the child.
Nope.
Who they claim the children are the most important and their education is blah blah freaking blah. How come she not come out, come back and make noise and go on, but and put the full force of her position behind this situation to make sure, say, then catch who did this to this little child. It's a child.
Yep.
It's
13.
a child. The child was in school.
Yep.
It's a child. I don't care if the pitney was 19, 15, 10, 0. It's a child. And she don't come out and open up her mouth.
No word from the Minister of Education. I know. Not a word.
Don't open her mouth and say, but the savagery of what happened to this child that was in the school's custody.
Let me ask you.
It's supposed to be a safe space.
Let me ask you something, Debbie. If this should happen over here, what would happen, Debbie?
Lord God, Lord Jesus, first of all, the place would have been swarming with police and law enforcement like ants.
Mm-hmm.
Like ants. That's number one. Number two, the place would have been cordoned off. No, whoever was there, them not left, and nobody else not coming in. The place would have been cordoned off. Next thing, they're going to find whoever was on campus, because everybody will come on campus have to sign in and register with school office or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody what name in that book, them going to hold on to them, question them, get DNA from them. They're going to take DNA of the child's body and her clothes and find whoever was on campus at the time, match DNA, argument done.
This is ridiculous.
Argument done. That person, young, old, in between, would have been put on a sexual registry list. A list that is public, that would publish their name, their date of birth, their address, their picture, most importantly, their date of birth. So if two people are on the list with the same name, them date of birth and then picture would differentiate the two of them.
Wow.
And these people up there talking foolishness about them can't comment on the investigation. What the hell are you doing? What are you doing? How did this happen? Why did this happen when you have a campus that's supposed to be secure and you have security on your campus? This child is traumatized for the rest of her life.
That is true.
I don't care how much therapy this child gets. It will never leave her mind. It will never.
Well, I mean, I tell you, say it, and
if somebody next time, and another thing, does the schools not have goddamn video cameras around? Are there no video cameras on campus?
With the amount of crime going on in Jamaica, Debbie, I'd want to think that.
With the amount.
The amount of crime going on.
Why was there no cameras on campus?
We don't know. A lot of things in Jamaica.
Why is there no more than one security?
Them say them have security. That's what they say. Them have security and them beef up security and them have security posts at the gate and all kind of nonsense.
Listen, beef up security after the fact. Beef up security after the fact. Okay? That's being reactive, not proactive. You're being reactive. You're reacting to the situation. You should have been proactive and sat down and brainstorm with your administration and your whole staff in every possible scenario. If this happened, then this, We have this, we should put this in place to avoid this happening. If something happened on campus 2 years ago, I don't have record of it. Put something in place to say, all right, this happened 2 years ago. We didn't have this in place, but we can put this in place to secure and to avoid having this situation happen again. Because it's all about the children and their security. The parents bring them to school for them to learn and for them to be in a safe space. But that didn't happen because somebody came on campus that didn't belong, or somebody that belong on campus come with them blasted, rotted, mudded, and do this or do that. So in order to avoid that again, we're going to have this in place and that in place.
That's right. But
where the hell are these educators? Where are their brains? Where are their brains?
So
if somebody layman like you and me can do all these things,
well, listen this.
Why can't they?
It's not the first time thing I go on, So I put up something from 2019 here. Police in Jamaica have arrested and charged a 36-year-old male educator at a prominent high school in the parish with raping a 16-year-old female student of the institution. The accused is scheduled to appear in the Westmoreland Parish Court on Tuesday, June 25th, from 2019. According to the police reports, the offender was allegedly committed at the school on Friday, February 1, 2019. The police say further investigation are being conducted into the sexual relation offenses and the other reportedly being committed against the other female student at the same learning institution. So you see, it's not, and I know them a thing I go on now, a long time, some of this I go back as just to 2019, and I know them thing I go on.
19.
It's not, a long time them thing I go on from me I go to school.
Right.
From I'm going to school. From I go to school and the law don't change. And now we have a sexual predatory list that is not public. Debbie, we think about that we don't know where the pedophiles are or the old rapists them in the place.
That is fucking ridiculous. Listen, them come talk foolishness about the list is private because they want to protect the child. How the hell are you going to protect the child? How are you protecting the child by having the list private? The child's name is not on the goddamn list. It's the predator's name that's on the list. You put the predator's name on the list and make the goddamn list public. So you living in a community where the predator there, because remember now, in name, in address, date of birth, and picture. And also on the list up here, then put the crime or then commit. So if you're in a community and you look on the list and you see this person named on it where you know live 3-4 doors down, you don't want to be in a community. You want to have your children around that junk crowd. So what? You take yourself out of the situation and you move out of the area.
That's right.
That's protecting the community. You're not protecting one child by keeping some dog name on the list.
Well, I don't know what I'm doing now. I don't know what they are doing.
You're moving into another area?
What is that telling you? What is that telling you by just not having the list, by having the list private? What that tell you?
That tells me that all of them, from the prime minister on down to the lowest dog, their friend named upon it. And they don't want them, nobody knows that their friend a predator. Politician, police, crowd, even goddamn people who are lurking at the school were supposed to be there for teaching and protecting your children. Them upon it too. And they don't want nobody to know, so they name the panic. And then another thing, let me read that rotted about them list. People who are on a private list, a list that is not public. These dogs can go to a judge, petition a judge to get their name removed after it's been on there for 10 years.
Yes.
Why?
Yes.
Are you no longer a predator?
No.
Are you no longer a predator? Did you get divine intervention and miraculously become a decent person again and you're no longer a predator? Bullcrap.
Yep. After 10
That
years.
is high-class bullcrap.
Jamaica is a predator's rapist paradise. Rapist paradise we ever go to Jamaica. Rapist paradise.
Exactly.
Rapist paradise.
Exactly.
So may I read something else from...
Every country in the world have a predator list, and the list is public, so people know who is who. Yeah, in some countries they ain't got no list because they take care of them right then and there, huh?
That's true.
And chop off
So
body parts, chop off, or chop off their head, done and finish and done. You don't hurt children. And but Jamaica is the only one we know of that their list is private. How, I still cannot wrap my head around the fact that they're saying that it's to protect the child. How is that protecting the child?
We don't understand.
When the dirty junker raped the picnic over yesterday in a matches lane, and he put his name on the list, but nobody don't know the dirty junker raped the picnic over yesterday in a matches lane. And then go over in a Duane Park and go do the same thing with another picnic. And then named upon the list, but no big deal. Nobody in a Duane Park knows that the Dr. Junker do the same thing to somebody's picnic over in a matches lane. And then another time go by, or days, weeks, or whatever. Him go down New Kingston in a shopping mall and go see somebody run with them picnic they run round.
Mm-hmm.
And he snatch the people picnic them, carry them in a bathroom, go do it, having way with them and left them gone. And nobody in a New Kingston said the dirty junker, what a sexual registry list, private list, do the same thing to somebody picnic in a Duane Park and do something to somebody picnic in a down a matches lane. How is that protecting the child?
Wow.
Is that not a cover-up for the damn predator? That's a cover-up and a protection for the predator. Let me tell you something. Up here in Mercer don't play with these damn pedophiles. And when they catch them and lock up them backside, they make it known. Me say, police make it known when the junker them got jailed. Tell all of the junker them in a jail said that the one a predator, a child predator. And he hurt somebody's child. And next thing you know, him ass kind of dark.
You know, while I was doing this research,
Because
you know, Debbie, while I was doing this research, right? You know, I find that there are more than, let me read this here. People find that there are more than 1,000 videos of Jamaican schoolgirls performing sex acts on popular porn website like Pornhub.
Jesus have mercy.
Believe me, while I'm doing this research, that's what me come up with. Me can't click on them they sitting there. Me don't want to look on that.
Oh,
me don't want nobody see me click on them or something the family. Yes.
I watch them site there. Oh.
Yes. Rape video of
watching those sites, and then next thing you know, you go click on it and you get caught in the dragnet.
Rape video of Jamaican high school girl leaked online. Police investigating a mysterious video allegedly showing the rape of Jamaican schoolgirl from a high school, St. James, which reportedly surfaced. There's a while me do research, that's what me come up with. Me I realize that you can read say Jamaican schoolgirls get and you can click onto that. You want to watch that can attract anybody, but guess what? Like-minded people are all over the internet waiting for these nastiness.
Absolutely. I had a neighbor one time, married man with a young child under a year old. Me there in a apartment to Rasta in the wee hours of the morning. Just before my 5 o'clock alarm go off, me hear one banging in the place. Me swear somebody beating down my door. Me jump up and go look out the people. Me not see nobody, but the neighbor across from me opened their door because it was so loud. Next thing we see FDLE all about everybody in a black and mask and gloves, telling everybody, go back in your house, go back in your apartment. When we look to next string, now the neighbor upstairs, we see every day going in and out, go work with his wife and child, and they how they do and have conversation, have barbecue on the blasted lot. And the man come down with his wife and picnic, have barbecue with everybody, and everybody else picnic. when we hear from the show and catch him in a sting child pornography.
Wow.
Me say the sitting frighten me. It frightened me.
Well,
I could not believe it. I feel so bad for his wife because she have no clue.
so we do a little
I feel
research.
so bad for him.
Debbie, there was a thing in California years ago where this man have a 2-year-old girl and a baby daughter, and you know what he was doing on the internet with her, and he's in jail. His own daughter, two
I
years old.
lie.
Mm-hmm. Let me give you something. Let me read
Jesus.
or a few stuff for you right in here. 17-year-old high school student Macaulay Malton was shot dead. You understand me?
Jesus have mercy.
The 15-year-old shot dead. Community are still that a schoolgirl was shot dead. Communities are still mourning following the brutal murder of several schoolgirls. May I go from 2019. 15-year-old Denise Hume shot dead for refusing sex, while some of them pondered what could have caused someone to shoot the student of Jose Marti High School in her forehead. Others were brought to tears. In her forehead, she refused
God have
sex.
mercy.
Now, on March 12, 2015, that's when we'll go to something else. On April 16, 2016, girl stabbed 46 times, raped and killed. A St. Catherine teenager was stabbed 46 times by men who raped her before taking her life. Claire Lisa Griffiths, who was 15 at the time, was on her way from a wake in Newarton, St. Catherine, when she was lured into an abandoned building by men who reportedly took turns raping her before stabbing her 46 times. May 13, 2019, Clarendon, Jamaica. The Maypen High School is now mourning the following the murder of a 17-year-old Stephisha Smith. She is the third schoolgirl to have been killed in the past 4 weeks. 8-year-old Shantae Skyers was found murdered in Starling Castle, St. Andrew on April 16. And 11-year-old Trisha Morris in a pond, Hanover, on April 30. January 10, 2014, 15-year-old girl becomes a tragic victim of gang rape in Clarendon. August 2014.
And no,
20,
where
August 24, 2018. 14-year-old girl killed, burnt. When Latoya Riley smelled smoke coming from a nearby open lot in the Arnett Garden, she thought it was from a dead animal being burnt. She never imagined it was from the body of her 14-year-old daughter, Yetenia Francis, otherwise called Princess. Missing teen girl found dead in Clarendon. Posted on May 13, 2019. The Maypen High School is now in mourning following the murder of a 17-year-old. Yeah, let me read that a while ago to you guys. And it lists go on and on, you know, on and on. Come up till today, you know. The bad man.
the rape, the ginormous rape of femicide in Jamaica is just abominable. Now, all of these cases from way back when up until now, anybody hear of any resolution, find out who did what, and anybody held accountable? Not a damn thing.
I would love to know.
Nothing.
I'd love to know.
Because the place is freaking lawless and just all willy freaking nilly.
Like,
Anybody and everybody can come and do what they want and all right, okay, so you catch you. Yeah, man, me do it. Done. Next thing you know, you're going to court and court. Judge ready to say, well, because you said you didn't do it. Never be lenient. What? What? You must be out of your cotton picking tree. Jesus have mercy. I got the dirty Jankro, Russian Barnett. That the one they say, man, they string him up by see him rotted fingernail and him body parts.
He might get royal treatment.
Him
You know. Royal treatment he might get.
Him to get straight. What the fuck does he have on who, and who does he know why he is getting treated with freaking kid gloves? What does he have on people, or who him knows so why he is getting treated with kid gloves? Freaking old bulldog face.
See that?
Somebody else call her the he-she. I mean, Paula Llewellyn. The he-she, Paula Llewellyn. Come talk about say them not going to give the death penalty. There is a death penalty clause in Jamaica, sir, ma'am.
Well, she said what they
Death
said.
penalty
She said
can be
because
given.
because
And
he
then
plead guilty.
when judge said,
There, because she said
that's
he plead
it.
guilty, so that get him off.
And then the judge decided to give him 60 years. Okay, all right, I can deal with that because by the time him come out after what, 80 odd? Okay, he ain't got no use to nobody. 60 years before parole. The ratted liar, she come out, she want them to cut that down to 45. 45? The dog, the dirty junker killed 5 people.
Yep.
5 people in killed in a cold blood. And you want him to come out in a 45 years? If blasted gal was in attorney, if she could have her way, he wouldn't get no time.
You know me.
Because he plead guilty.
You know me. I think though is that
Oh God.
it's like, all right, this is true. The girl that under attack from long time. Now we are smarter, wiser. We grown technologies here. I'm wondering why and we have powerful female in powerful position in Jamaica. Why none of them not try do something so we can have the sexual registry list public. You know what I'm saying? You are there?
Your call is breaking up.
Can you hear me now?
I'm hardly hearing you. Let me see if I can get.
Can you hear me now? Now what I was saying that we have all these women in high places in Jamaica, big position, big posts. And if them really, for girl power and upliftment, why is it them don't do something to have the sexual registry list public to so the people can know the predators them there? Why not them not do something big and grand for the Jamaican female? You know what I'm saying? You hear me?
Because they're friend up on the list too. They're friend up on the list.
It gotta be something like that there.
You hearing me?
Yes, ma'am, I hear you. Loud and clear.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, ma'am, I hear you. Go ahead. You see them friend up on the list.
They say they're not do nothing. They're not do nothing because their friend named them on the list too.
It gotta be something like that.
Don't get it twisted that because they're women and then they're women in influential positions. Don't get it twisted because they're women in influential positions that they're going to automatically say yes, the registry should be public, especially to protect girl children. Because I'm a woman and I have girl children. Now, if they're friend upon it, then I want them friend. People know so them are friends with this person. People know them are friends with certain people, and then I want the people them people and friends to know say them are friend with the damn predator. That's why them not advocating for the damn list to be public. The high rate of feminicide in Jamaica is ridiculous.
Bad man.
And nobody, no female in any influential position or somebody with a big voice is opening their mouth and saying no against it. Look at the wife of the blasted prime minister.
Yep. She quiet, man.
She
Look at the speaker of the house.
should be advocating. Are you there?
Look at, yeah, man, me I hear you, man. Me I hear you loud
Look at
and
the
clear.
wife of the prime minister. She should be out there advocating for women on women's behalf and
Yep.
women empowerment and women protection and everything that have to do with women
Yep.
and children. And this old moon face donkey looking old cross. Not even open her mouth.
Look.
She busy being one of the boys.
Yep.
She can't bother with that kind of foolishness.
Mm-hmm.
It's unbelievable. It is just unfreaking believable.
We have the speaker of the house, another powerful female.
Over the Sydney where they're racing at the school and this Ross Stable.
All know.
She don't come out and open her mouth and say, Pam,
Nothing she just say.
But when them a dog down and cow down, the pitney them from school with their uniform. The pitney them uniform almost reach a ground to rot it, and it's not long enough for their satisfaction.
Not long enough for them.
And she come out and talk crap about she stand with the principal. Yeah.
Who stand with the students? Who stand with the students? Them a student. The student pick the rape. I know me not see this woman that come out because she a word. She the minister of education. She should have come out and slam dunk this. She should have come out and slam dunk this. She's totally against this. She should have come out and slam dunk this.
Long time.
Sit down and them can do a pressure the youth them out there.
And she don't even open her mouth.
But listen to the next case here. A female student at the College of Agriculture, Science and Education case in Portland was this morning abducted. This happened from the other day, right? From March this year, March 10 this year. A female student of a College of Agriculture, Science and Education case in Portland was this morning abducted and sexually assaulted on the compound. It is, you see, here we say where I get, I think at first is that happen. You think at first picnic get raped on compound? Listen to this.
Nope.
This happened from March, and then a beef up all the other school, them and make sure so them are sitting and happen again. A female student at the, it is reported that shortly after 5 a.m. the student was headed to a farm when she was attacked. She was reportedly accosted and forced to another section of the compound where she was assaulted in bushes. Her attacker fled the area. Just like that. The protesting student raised concern about their safety, noting that they have to head out from as early as 2:30 a.m. some days to tend to livestock and crops. So these are students who like stay on the campus. So she was going to the farm. So listen to this. The protesting student raised concern about their safety, noting that they have to head out from as early as 2:30 a.m. some days to tend to livestock and crops. They argued that this exposed them to danger and that they are fearful of their safety. The female students argued that this is not the first incident of this nature at the college and stressed that changes must be implemented to improve safety and security. I wonder if I understand what Carlos has said. I wonder if they make no change at the college. This is their first time.
And what have they done?
And what kind of change they made?
What have they done?
Pick they get raped off a school out there. Pick they get raped off a school out there and go like sit on a seat, you know. You them get raped off out there and go out in a seat, you know. Pick they get abducted, shot. Everything you can think of right at Jamaica there. And they go out like they no seat, Debbie. And when we talk about sexual registry list, it's quiet like a church mouse and private. Quiet like a church mouse.
Like a rotted snail to blouse and skirt. It's quiet. Quiet. Quiet, quiet,
quiet. Quiet. So you know, and we are read this in 2018, we say October 2018, the resorts in Jamaica are facing a historic sexual assault problem. And we now have the sexual registry list public. What Jamaica do? What do I wait pan for happen? You know, it's like Jamaica now, we don't take steps to prevent stuff them.
Them need to make the list public. And when it starts affecting their bottom line, like tourism, that's the only time that you will hear or see them come up with some fluffery and foolishness to say they might do something.
Well, me see somebody write something around rape culture in Jamaica by Andrana Davis. I'm gonna read what she write, right? Me just read it for the first time. Jamaica news media made quite a show earlier this year of zoning and number of violent killings wherein rape, domestic violence, and intimate partner violence and or gender-based violence were at the core. An headline ran rampant with the stories of kidnappings of women and children. It's quickly sparked a milieu of fear among Jamaicans, on the heels of which followed an arguably rash and refined set of strategies implemented to address a seeming rise in sexual offenses across the island. This would not have been the first such uproar about Jamaica's sexual offense statistics. Time and time again, the news media zones in on any increase of sexual violence and thereafter are in tandem with public debates ensure on how to stop the perpetrators. Discussions about stemming the country's rising sexual offenses tend to surround punishment of the perpetrators. Look here, we're not going to further than this. We not see no punishment. We not see no punishment. We not see no punishment, sister. We not see
none whatsoever.
We not see no punishment. But you know what? We need, you know what we need, Debbie, to help this? We need education from school. The youth them need to know that no mean no from school.
Absolutely.
Then Jamaica need to revamp. You did an overhaul. Jamaica youth them need to know say no mean no. You know, chivalry is not dead. They can pull out a chair for a woman. Most Jamaican youth know that, you know. Most Jamaican you know that. You know, don't beat up a woman because you used to see a father beat up his wife. You will need to start teaching kids them that what them are learn. Lord Jesus. No for the bad treatment we see the youth.
They need to start punish the dirty junker old man them.
Oh yes. Oh yes. All the church not safe, school not safe, pastor rape underage picnic. Teacher rape underage picnic. Not for church, school,
church
no way.
Safe if pastor out there molest people picnic. Teacher did they molest people. Let me tell you something. We have teachers up here in Mercer that mess with people, children, you know. And the minute they catch them, they are gone out the school. They are gone out the school. They may move them from the school and put them in a non-student location. But trust and believe, the law enforcement is on that like white on rice, and before you know it, their ass get arrested, they're convicted and put in jail. And then they are put on the sexual predators registry list for life.
This a dirty man a teacher. I rape 11-year-old, you know. Teacher, you know. 11-year-old at Jamaica, you know. 29-year-old teacher from Manchester, Jamaica has been charged with a rape of 11-year-old girl.
Them to castrate him to rot it.
Send photograph of his genitals to the child. He later met with the girl in Newport.
Just chop off everything. Everything.
Newport District, where he sexual assault and rape the little girl. After send naked picture, go get the girl, and that happened after. Brother. And these men name must not be on some list? You want to say these men name must not be on some list? We are demanding that the Jamaica Sexual Predator Registry list be public. We are demanding it. We are demanding it. Look at now. You see this man me talk about this young man, and you know somebody just seen pop up here. This young man will come from Jamaica up here, so when them catch, come up further and them catch do some nastiness there. You remember him? Eh?
Yes.
He pop up he just pop up a while ago on my screen, he gone jump up and then gone. But him come up here. Sorry about that. Him come up here and come get caught up, and guess what you saw him to him? In picture and everything in the news. All in picture and face and everything. If that man was caught in Jamaica attempting to molest picnic, in picture then nowhere.
Yes.
Nowhere. You hear me? In picture would be nowhere. If caught, if you got molest, him I was about Jamaica man arrested about for got molest picnic up here and sting operation. Yeah?
Name, picture, everything. Nothing.
Mister, we have to do some different something. We have to do some different something at Jamaica. We have to do some different thing. This not safe for the girls in Jamaica. Not for the boys them too. Because some people believe that the sex a girl this thing affect. I hold up a boy and one day I come do a video. You been frightened to know how much young men out there sit down and pain and hurt. A lot of young men out there sitting down and pain and hurt. Yeah. So, and allow me to tell people, a lot of young men out there sitting down and major pain Major hurt. Major terrible stuff happened to them. You know, see it? You agree with them? You did it?
Absolutely.
Major pain and hurt. Give me your thoughts on the sexual register list. What you have to say about the final list?
Let's say the list in Jamaica needs to be public, blaringly public.
Yes, it is. Need to be public. And all them
110% public. The names of the dogs, the jonker, the crowbait them that molest people, children, man or woman, their name need to be on the list. Their date of birth need to be on the list. Their picture need to be on the list. Their address need to be on the list. So everybody can know who live among them in their community. They must know that. So if you're choosing to go move somewhere, you have that resource to check to see who and what is in the area you want to go move into. And if you're in the community and they move in to your community, you have that resource again to go check them out to see who they are. So you know you have to keep an eye on your children at all times because you're just moving in your community.
All right, let me show you something, Debbie. You see a while ago I read about the teacher in Jamaica.
Okay.
Where raped with 11-year-old. You see film case? You see what them is? They just get a slap on the wrist. They just charge him for basically about one thing. Listen to this youth I know. Them now put no Jamaica law different, man. So this is a youth where travel from a Jamaican man is charged with soliciting a Pensacola minor for sex after he messaged undercover Florida Department of Law Enforcement agents. Tajay Gavry Samuels, 31 of Kingston, Jamaica, is charged with 1 count of traveling to meet a minor to engage in sexual conduct, 7 counts of transmission of harmful material to minor, and 1 count of using a two-way communication device to facilitate a felony according to an FDL press release. When we talk about the mother said the teacher sent a naked picture in Jamaica to go get 11-year-old. You see any charges like these? You see this? Yeah? It's charged for using a two-way communication device to facilitate a crime. In this area, them say a felony, but in Jamaica, we say, okay, a crime. How come we not charge the teacher was sending all them naked picture in Jamaica? You see we deal with stuff in Jamaica? You say we're not ready yet? We don't have no laws down there. We don't put no
madness.
Crazy, man.
And then they want the powers that be want to talk foolishness about they care about the children and they're all about the security and safety of the children. Oh crap. If it's not on them doorstep, or coming at a yard, they don't give a damn. They don't care. Just like how the crime is running freaking rampant and everybody around there shoot and kill. They don't, all they do is give us lip service. Oh, we're going to do this with crime. Oh, we're going to do that with crime. And yes, we're going to get guns off the streets and we're going to do this and that.
Yeah, right.
They don't do a damn thing until it reaches their step.
I pity Jamaica people now wake up and see what I go on. So let me read this little section over. Tajay Gavry Samuels, 31 of Kingston, Jamaica, is charged with 1 count of traveling to meet a minor to engage them. You get charged just to travel to meet the minor. Do you understand me?
Okay.
That's a charge just to travel. Okay. There's another charge to use your phone and do it. Send pictures. I would have understand how them thing work. Eh?
Is this article about the dirty junker who come here in Florida?
Yes.
14-year-old?
Yes, let me read it. About 31-year-old.
When they're done with him, you see, man, box cover.
He come on Friday, come to that. So you see them charging with 1 count of traveling to meet a minor to engage in sexual conduct. Not out of the way. So you did drive, go do the crime. So them charging for that. 7 counts of transmission of harmful material to minor and 1 count. So 7 counts of transmitting that as the naked picture them that. And the harmful material that, I think, transmission of 7 counts of, you see how much counts that? You see, say no get if you nothing do. 7 counts
Right.
of transmitting harmful material to a minor. And 1 count of using, even the phone where you use
Exactly.
is a count. Even the phone where you use, the device is another count. Sex stings. Santa Rosa sting operation nets 12 arrests. Suspect accused of soliciting minor for sex. Pensacola child crimes FBL charges Pensacola man with 10 felony counts for allegedly soliciting minor for sex. FBL beginning investigating in August when Samuels initiated online contact with an undercover agent. From August, undercover agents posing as a 14-year-old female. The release stated, using a common messenger application, he sent lewd photos of himself and arranged to travel to meet the agent. Samuels is currently...
That he knew, and that's how he get tied up good enough, because them make sure, then tell him, say, the child, quote unquote child, is 14.
Yes.
Oh, that much, he got his rocks off with that. Oh, she good and young, like jelly coconut.
Yeah.
That dirty dog.
Yeah, man.
Boy, I'm telling her.
Then make sure him know, say, can you know them do them sting operation?
Lord. When them done with him, you see? Oh, Jesus.
So Samuels is currently held in Escambia County Jail without bond, according to Escambia jail records. Now, let me ask a question. A man like this in Debbie, in Jamaica, would he be in jail? Me not do nothing. Me don't send 2 naked picture. Me not do nothing. Me meet her, but me not have no sex with her. Look at, if me have no sex with her yet, Debbie, me say in Jamaica, would this man be in jail? Jesus.
He would not.
He wouldn't be in jail in Jamaica.
He would not. I'm telling you. Because that's the culture. These old ass great one man won't go look woman's their size. They say women this age would not do that shit or put up with that shit that they're doing. His ass would not be nowhere near no damn jail, much less talk to him. No. Don't talk to the policeman and that's it.
You hear when them deal with him? Them charge him for drive, go there. That's a charge. Them charge him for use the phone.
In drive, he fly first, He fly first and then in drive. International travel. Let me tell you something. Him gonna be so damn deep and far in the blasted jail, he can't even see the light of day in his hand in front of his face. And when him go in a general population, then go and greater him backside, and as they should.
You know what?
As they should.
It's sad. Me say if this man was in Jamaica, he would never, ever be in a jail. Tell me, I tell you.
He would never.
Because after me never rape her, I just send 2 pictures, me sorry.
It's the culture. Because what he would be doing, only for the police them that he would come in contact with, I do the same thing. Only for them.
Yes, man.
Only for them. It's unfortunate to say, but not all of them are like that, but a whole hell of a lot of them would do that. A whole lot of them would be doing that, and probably still doing it and still doing it. It's wicked, wicked, wicked.
I tell you. Me know what I go on. Me say we friendly. Our laws out there. Even all right, for sure. Say we still our laws out there. Me say we are criminal producing country. Look at Russian Barnett again. Him kill how much people, and them a talk about parole. And what am I talking about? If a boy can't get the death penalty, but that's for the key.
That word should not even be in any argument where he is concerned. The man killed 5 people, in relatives, in blood relatives, in cold blood.
Then they go back to jail again.
What do you even think about? Why would you even think about parole for him to come out and do that again?
Me say, man, Jamaica,
Why
listen.
would you even think about parole?
Mm-mm. We,
My God.
mm-mm. Mm-mm. Me say, we have a crime producing place. And the man, them we sit down up there. Just make the culture rotten down, so. They just see it like,
Just rotting
it does the
down.
culture rotten
Them
down,
have an
so.
agenda, you know. Them have an agenda, man. They have to have an agenda.
Of course. I feel so too. I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that.
They have an agenda.
And in August of
They all
2022,
have a friggin' agenda.
a 20-year-old Kingston mechanic has been charged for alleged rape of a teen. Charges Alex Barley of Glasspole Avenue in Rockfort. Reports from the Center for Investigation of Sexual Offences and Child Abuse, Sissoka, are that on March 1, Barley allegedly entered the child's room from the balcony area and raped her. Following investigation, Barley turned himself into the police on Friday, August 19. He was subsequently charged and following an interview. This man probably get bail already.
That's what I'm saying. An interview. What the hell? I'm just going to talk to say, hey, you do it? Yeah, man, me do it, you know. Oh, all right.
No, it does an interview.
No.
No,
I carry a guy in front of the judge and just tell the judge, say, yes, judge, me do it.
no
And they'll let you
DNA.
out.
No DNA. Nothing.
Nothing. Rape victims up here, then when they find them or then get to them, first place I'm going is hospital and then do a rape kit. First thing.
No, sir. No, sir.
First thing, get rape kit. And then they start the investigation working from that. Who was the last person she was in contact with? They go find them and work them way up there. And trust me, then work them magic and find the dirty tail of them. And if they slide through and slip into through some crack and them get away for a time, they now get away forever. Because me see them lock up somebody, one rotted. The man rape and kill one young lady, you know, and left the area. He was in the Midwest and he left. I think he left and went to Mexico for a time and then came back and went to another state, changing whole life. Fine woman, married, find Jesus, married, have children.
Mm-hmm.
And how they catch him? He got pulled over. First, I think he got pulled over for DUI. And when they run in
He
DNA, 30 years freaking later, they catch the junk truck who murdered the young woman. 30 years later.
But listen to this now.
Me not have no sympathy for him. Me not have no sympathy for him. I have sympathy for your wife because she don't know what he did do and where he come from and what his previous life.
Let me read one more for you.
But me not have no sympathy for him.
A healer man, hear this, Debbie. A healer man charged with sexual abuse. A healer man charged with sexual abuse of a child. Children's rights advocate Betty Ann Blaine is calling out persons in the church who are involved in sexual abuse of minors. Just like that girl that we hear last night by Andre. If you are a pedophile, come out of the church and go fix yourself, or else we will come for you. The authorities will come for you, she said. Blaine was commented after hearing that another spiritual leader is being charged with sexual abuse of a child. Detectives assigned to the Center of Investigation of Sexual Offences and Child Abuse arrested and charged the St. Catherine man with rape, grievous sexual assault, and sexual touching of a child. The offences were allegedly committed on Friday, May 6, during an exorcism. Listen,
yeah, no.
and a nothing matter thing, but listen.
Lord, this is a Jesus take the wheel.
That's not true.
Mighty God.
During and people, no, this a normal. This a normal man. This a normal. During what? during an
Oh
exorcism.
my God.
Reports are that the child was sent to the man for him to perform exorcism, during which he committed the sexual acts. A report has
God have
subsequently made
mercy.
to the police, and the man was arrested and charged. Blaine, who is founder of Hear the Child's Cry, told Star that for several years there have been reports of church leaders sexually abusing children. Our position is that children must and should be safe at church. Children must and should be safe in the company of pastors and perhaps elders in the church. We know children are vulnerable at all types of abuse in their homes, in their communities, but we would expect children would be safe in our church and would be safe with pastors and spiritual leaders, she said. I don't care who they are, whether they are bishop, apostles, elders, pastors, priests. I don't care. These cases must be investigated vigorously and impartially, and if they are found to be guilty, then they must face the full brunt of the law. That's our position, Blaine warned spiritual leaders that they will be found out. She also stressed the importance of vetting individuals who take up leadership position, as children often go to church and other worship centers in unaccompanied by the parents. That's not true, you know, because what people are knowing are
But here's my thing too. With this, as bad and as horrible as this is, I'm sorry, where are the parents in this? Why would you just turn your child over to some damn stranger, talk about your child need to be exercised? No, your child needs mental health counseling, that needs a mental health counselor to go sit down and chat with.
So you know, say that
Hush up what is going on in their head.
That's true.
Don't carry no blasted child to no friggin' man go talk about your exorcism.
But hold on there.
And then you don't question your child after this so-called exorcism.
They remember say one pastor.
But then again, the child probably wouldn't talk, because the child probably figure say, if you as my mother and my father send me to this man and him do this to me, then you not gonna believe me when me tell you what this man do to me.
Well, there was another case again in a couple years ago in Debbie, where this lady and her daughter was raped by this other man who said my hubby a man too. You forgot? Yeah, man. Say, and the man they rape and they end up at jail. The man end up at jail. The mother and the daughter.
I vaguely remember.
So he must spiritual advisor or whatever. And
was it the pastor that raped the daughter? The mother brought the daughter to the pastor.
Oh,
and the pastor raped the daughter.
That's another case. That's another case.
Okay.
And they were in. And they were
so many.
And they had so many, man. So many. You know. Well, Debbie, I'm glad to have you on there, you know. I'm glad to have you on this channel to discuss this type of thing. Yeah? And we want to change the Jamaica, and one of my main focus is to see that the Jamaica Sexual Predator Registry list be made public. That's my main focus and my main goal.
Absolutely. And we have to start some kind of campaign, whether petition, letter writing, whatever.
Yes, we have to
get this registry made public, because it is not protecting anybody but the predators.
That's right. Nobody.
It is not protecting nobody but the predators, because like I said, the predator can move into your community and nobody know where him left come from, why him come in your community. Nobody don't know say him do this over there, so like Mr. Dongamatch is laying, and then come around your corner now, come do the same thing. And then when people get to realize why do and start ready for jungle justice in backside, and pick up his foot in a hand and run down another community, and that new community don't know what him do.
Look for the guy from Portland with the guy St. Thomas go kidnap the girl and go do what with them in the bush. And the same thing.
Right.
And the same thing. The same thing. Same thing. Him have a case at St. Thomas, and him decide say him have a girlfriend or whatever, them take him somewhere go cool him off. And because St. Thomas people them probably want, and Portland people them probably want to kill him. And them taking guys St. Thomas go cool him off. But you know they're on the list. So the people them up St. Thomas can't, there's no way for them to protect the little girl them. Two of them get kidnapped.
No way whatsoever.
No way, because they not see nothing. Jamaica, this have to change. And when I stop, it has to change.
This is not one thing we're going to talk about for a couple of days and put it down. No, we can't. This cannot be put down. It has to be out there. And we have to push and fight and claw our way to get it open. This list to be public. I don't give a damn who want to be embarrassed because them on the list are them family member, on the list are them best friend or whoever. I don't care. I don't know what the dirty junker them are do.
Yes.
They should be out and about in public, and public should know who they are.
Thank you so much, Debbie.
And I'm saying,
yep.
I will say it and say it again. The list is private because all of the bigwigs, all of the politicians, all of the people in highfalutin jobs and highfalutin places, either them named upon it or their friend or family member named upon it, and it's a way of protecting them instead of the children and adults that get raped and children that get molested and raped.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time.
All right, my
dear. I really do appreciate it. I don't take it lightly. You have a wonderful evening. Thank you so much. I'll give you a buzz. Okay? Thank you so much.
All right, later.
Enough love
and respect. You're welcome.
Yeah, man.
All right. Good night, everyone. Man has enough respect.
See you later, people. Yes, people, that was Debbie. Very good friend of mine. And there you have it, people. We need the sexual registry list public. We need more focus on victims in Jamaica. We need more focus on rape victims in Jamaica. The young people, them, boy, I don't know what going on there. So this is my focus, is to get this sexual registry list public. And watch it. Carlos ain't gonna stop. I love you guys. Talk to you guys later. Thank you for tuning into this video. Go ahead and share it, people. Go ahead and subscribe, people. Go ahead and like it. Go ahead and push this channel so we could get this YouTube channel to another level. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in to Jamaican Carlos TV. See you tomorrow. Enough love. Peace. Or even later, people, because Carlos don't have no specific time to do no video. If we drive down the freeway right now, we're going to jump back on the freeway and go. You see freeway right there, so I'm going to jump on the same freeway you're looking at right there. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go down the road. If something come up to me again, people, don't be afraid. Hey, me someone will pull over and do another video. Me go to bed and dream something and get up and do another video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Enough love and respect. Out there. Peace.